Good afternoon. We're out here at the garden today. It's a beautiful day today. The sun's shining. The wind has finally stopped blowing for a little bit. There's just a little light breeze. So we're going to try to put out some garden. We put out 3 dozen tomato plants last night. We're going to try to get some more garden out today. We're running a little bit behind. We usually have our garden out, quite a bit of it by now, but the weather's just not been cooperating. So we're going to try to get as much of this out as we can today. And we're going to take you all along. Okay, we're out here again in the garden. We got 36 Rutger tomato plants planted yesterday. Here's the cabbage that was planted early on. And we got 54, I think I counted total, tomato plants. We think these are all Rutger. I think they are. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. All the others in the greenhouse are not quite ready yet. They're all marked. They're the different varieties. The pork chop and some cherry tomatoes and stripies. Maybe three or four different more varieties. We've decided that we're going to cut the garden down this year. We're only going to do the basics, or what we think are the basics. We're not going to do nothing new or crazy. We're going to do tomatoes and cabbage, green beans, onions, potatoes, cucumbers, and tomatoes. I think it's going to be it. We did put out 6 little holes over there on that outside runner there, that outside ground cover of baby corn. We're just going to try it. I had the seed already, so that is one new thing we're doing. I've gone along and put the fertilizer in and dropped the tomatoes in all the holes. Steve's putting the water and filling them in. And we got out up here over between right there, that row there, and up in behind Steve, that row. The spots in between the ground covers is where we planted our aroma beans. Those are the green beans that I can. The Rutger tomatoes are pretty much what I can. I'll can others with them, but these are what I depend on to have to go in the jar. So that's why we put so many of them out. And we've left a spot up here in this big wide ground cover to put the other varieties of tomatoes. And this trellis, we had loofahs on last year. I do have a new dried bean that I'm trying. It is, okay, they're called Iroquois skunk pole beans. These are a dried. I'm sure you can eat them fresh. I think you can eat any bean fresh if you want. But we're going to let them go all the way, and we're going to dry them. It says the vines get over 6 feet tall. We're going to put them on this trellis here. We're going to set it up right here on this end here somewhere and plant these today. And, well, I thought I had opened these. See if I can do this one-handed. I don't have my tripod out here. I'm doing this with one hand today. Okay, be patient. Be patient with me. And, well, you can't see in the envelope, of course. So I'll get them in my hand so you can see them. Sure is another pretty day. There they are. They kind of look like a skunk, don't they? There went one on the floor, on the side by side. So we're going to put them out. I don't think we're going to do any other different corn this year. We're going to do the Honey Select like we always do. So we'll have that to can and freeze. Probably can more than we freeze of it this year. And we've got out 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly 5 different varieties of cabbage. I think 5. We've got, you remember what the regular cabbage was? Was it the Jersey Flat Dutch? Or is it the Jersey Wakefield? Oh, we've got out more than 5. We've got Jersey Wakefield. We've got early Flat Dutch. We have Savoy cabbage. We have Napa cabbage. And we have a red cabbage. And I'm pretty sure we have a, what did I tell you that one was with the purple streaks from last year? I forgot the name of it. I just said it a while ago. It's a green cabbage, but it's got purple streaks through it. We tried it last year, but I don't think any of the plants done anything in the greenhouse. We do have some up in the raised bed. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. That's what it looks like to me. So we're pretty excited about all this cabbage. I guess we're going to be making all colors of kraut this year. The potatoes are doing really good. It wouldn't surprise me to see them start blooming in just the next couple of weeks probably. And the onions are doing great. They're weedy. I need to get the weeds out of them. Hopefully soon. I'd like to have done that today, but we've got revival at church this week, so we have to quit early tonight to go to that. And this is pretty much what we've got. We've kind of swapped gardens this time. The potatoes and onions are over where all the tomatoes and beans were last year. And we've moved all the tomatoes and beans over to this other garden. And we've still got all this up here to do something with. We might put out some winter squash. We're probably going to do that because we really do like them. And then in the raised beds, I'll have the normal herbs. We've got some lettuce and cabbages up there in one raised bed. We've got potatoes in another raised bed. And I've got these that I got in a meal kit that I didn't get cooked. The fingerling potatoes. And they've been in the pantry doing this. So we've got a tub up there that we had carrots in last year. I think we're going to stick these in that tub to see how they do, just because they're there and they need something done with them. And we are going to put, I think they're called black coat runner beans. We had them one other year in the raised bed up by the greenhouse. They're pole bean. They got a really pretty red bloom on them, and the bees loved them. So I think I've got to find the seed for them yet. I saved seed from them when we grew them before. I think we're going to put them up there on that trellis. We've got a couple of cucumbers in the raised bed. Steve, we've got to do more cucumbers. Where are we going to put them? We've got to figure that out, where we're going to put more cucumbers. I don't feel like they do as well in the tubs. Maybe they do, but I think they like that climbing, that trellis. Yeah. I don't know. We'll discuss that. If worse comes to worse, we'll go buy another cattle panel and make another one. I think that's about all we're going to have this year. Sweet potatoes. What are we going to do with them? Are we going to put them in the tubs like we did last year? I'm still waiting on them to grow. They're sitting in the kitchen window. They're moving really slow this year. I don't know. I may have to try to buy some sweet potato plants. I may have gotten them started late. I don't know. But they're just not growing like they normally do. Sorry, I had to have a drink. So that's the update on that for right now. We'll take a look here in a few minutes. We'll go check out the strawberry bed and some of the other things up there. Show y'all my strawberry tub. I painted yellow. I still have some touching up I need to do on it. A snake! How big? I need that. I need it. Okay, I'm back. We had a little snake over there that I needed for a special project to show somebody, but it got away. I want to show you this strawberry thing. And where'd they go? Where'd they go? There they are. They're getting ripe. So it's pretty full. There are going to be several of them when they finally get taken off or get to ripening. So here's where we're going to put the potatoes, I think, in this. We got to get the weeds out of it. It hasn't been cleaned out from last year yet. So we're going to stick them in there. Okay, here we are back up here at the raised bed by the house. Verona, I think, was the variety. I thought of it when I saw it. See how it's got the purple in the veins or whatever? This is the Napa cabbage. This is a Savoy cabbage. There's one over there starting to get a little head in it. This is a head cabbage. And this is the broccoli. One of them died. We pulled it out a while ago. I don't know. It looked like the stem was rotting on it. This is something different. I don't know. I'm not sure about this. Look at this. Look at this lettuce. Is that not gorgeous? We took one of these out this morning, earlier, and took it in the house to have a salad. Isn't that beautiful? This, guys, is what makes all this work worth it. This right here, just seeing all this pretty stuff and knowing how good and healthy it is for you. Well, you just can't get no better than this good leafy green stuff. There's just nothing any better. So good for you. Okay, look at this hot mess. This has got potatoes. You can see the potatoes up. We've got to get the clover out of it. That's pretty much all that's come up in it. And when the potatoes all get up, we can put some mulch, some of the pine mulch or something in here. We've got volunteer sunflowers come back from last year. And the potatoes are all starting to come up. This is kind of an experiment we're doing. We've got potatoes out in the ground in the garden, but we're going to try them in the raised bed also. So that's what this one looks like here. We got a couple of mushrooms off the mushroom logs this morning. They didn't do very good this time. We didn't get but what, 6? 6 off of it, I think. So they could have done better, but they can be dipped again and started over. There's the pond. The birds are singing. I hope the fish are growing. Hopefully we can get some more out in there soon. Needs a weed eater run around it. Might have to do that. Get the weeds from around it. That's about all we got. I want to show you my rose bush. You want to go over to the rose bush? We're going to get us a cold drink and get washed up and get the yuck off my hands. I've still got some flowers that I want to put out. I wanted to get them out today, but I don't think we're going to get them done. Hopefully we can get some stuff done this week. My roses are starting to bloom. These are an old-fashioned rose bush. We got this out of the ditch from a neighbor several years ago. And it's been here ever since. And it's bloomed every year as far as I know. Well, no, not in 2017. Steve cut it back because was that 2017 you cut it back, or when they were doing the siding?
I think 6, 7 years ago.
He cut it back a few years ago because they were working on the siding on the house. But it come right back. And here's our little blueberry bushes. Let's say they're going to start turning. Well, if I get to focus on the blueberry bush and not the rocks. They're going to start turning before long. These are for the boys because they love blueberries. So I can't wait for them to get ripe. And that's pretty much all of the garden stuff here today. I hope you can hear the birds singing. Sure do sound pretty. But we'll be back and keep you updated on how things are going. Have a great day and God bless.